Monochromatic painting, single color. Now we're going to add one color, one hue to the black and white we have already established. So for the first one, I have cadmium yellow here with titanium white and ivory black. I like to put the color, the hue, in the center so that I can reach for my highlights to the left and for toning down my shadows to the right. As we have done with the grayscale painting, I'm going to try to figure out the overall medium color, which is the body color of the lemons. I have some yellow and white mixed with a slightly lighter hue of yellow, and yellow with a little bit of black mixed for a slightly darker, almost a yellow-green color that we have achieved here. So blocking in general colors divided into 3 tones: medium for the body, a little bit of highlight, tinting it up with the white, and toning it down with the black for the shadows. I've added some shadows here. It's yellow mixed with a little bit of black. That little olive green color works great for the cast shadow on the plate and also the shadow in the lemon. Now adding the highlights in the lemon and also the highlights in the dish, making a lighter gray tone. So repeating the 3 steps again and again until you have the desired effects. The medium hue and then tinting up with the white for highlights and toning down with black for the shadows. Next color is going to be a pink painting, and we're using alizarin crimson, which is very transparent. It's a very pink, cool red. We also have the black and white. Because it's so transparent, we need to add a little bit of white to make it opaque so we can see the actual nature of the color. So I blocked in the body with the medium pink and blocked in the background with the medium gray. The alizarin crimson plus white makes a really light pink for highlights. And for the shadows, I'm also adding not only the black to the red, but a little bit of white because it's so transparent. If you just add the crimson with black, it just ends up being almost a reddish black. So adding that little bit of white will give us that little tint so it looks more like mauve, red violet, which is perfect for the shadows. Next painting is a blue painting, and we're using our ultramarine blue, which is also very transparent and needs white so we can see the true nature of its color. Adding the blue and white creates a medium blue opaque hue so that we can cover the entire bottle. Black and white makes a medium gray for the background. I've added some blue with the black to create really deep shadows because it's almost blue-black in the reference I have. And a lot of white with a tiny bit of blue to create a very light blue hue for the highlight. The other red we have is a cadmium red, which is very opaque, and it's a warm red, which means instead of going towards pink or violet, it goes more towards orange. The cadmium red plus black makes a nice mauve color for the shadows. And for the background, instead of just using black and white like I did with the other paintings, I'm going to add a little bit of red to the black and white to create a warm pinkish gray for the background. So red plus black makes that dark, deeper burgundy color for the shadows, and red and white makes a light pink for the highlights, and the warm gray, and there's a range there to represent the back wall and the tabletop. So again, going over 3 parts: the medium cadmium red for the body, highlight, tinting it up with white, shadow, toning it down with black, and the background is the same. Medium is the warm gray and tinting it up with more white and toning it down with a little bit more black. But it's nice to have that little bit of reddish warm tone reflected in the cast shadow of the vase and also in the general background to make the whole painting warm and cohesive.